are in Maui, and I'm just amazed that I live in Maui. It's just absolutely mind-boggling.
I love it.
I grew up in Los Angeles with two very entrepreneurial parents that taught me to dream big and that I could do anything. It didn't matter that I was a woman or a girl, and it didn't matter where I came from. It did matter they believed truly in my education, which took me to a beautiful school in LA called Marlboro, an all-girls school that really enriched my life and taught me that I could be and do anything that I wanted to. I never felt like I had limitations put on me. And then I went to SMU in Dallas for my freshman year and ended up transferring back to USC. I missed the California way of life and graduated from there in 1985. And SC is a very entrepreneurial-minded school. I graduated with an emphasis in international relations and business. And I've always been interested in travel. And I got to spend my junior year in Spain through the USC program, and I loved that. And I'm a lifelong learner of the Spanish language. But I grew up in Beverly Hills, and I really grew up not knowing where my food came from. I really thought it came from Ralph's or Gelson's, the market, wrapped up. And I'm also of the era where the TV dinner became popular. So I really kind of grew up with a distorted relationship with food. So my husband and I bought a 100-year-old farm in Central California in 1998, and it was just beautiful. We saw such potential and possibilities. So we transformed our 6 acres into a beautiful bed and breakfast and lavender farm where we were open 24/7. We planted 14,000 lavender plants, and we built our dream home. And we loved it. And I got to raise my 2 children there. And I really loved and appreciated being surrounded by these beautiful plants that changed my life. In 2009, in July, we went on our first vacation in 3 years on my husband's 60th birthday, and I stepped in a hole and broke my leg. Now, nobody had told me when we were doing our business plan to prepare for something like this. I couldn't comprehend how something like this could be so life-altering. But unfortunately it was, and within a year we ended up having to sell our farm short and walk away with nothing and declare bankruptcy and start over. And for many years I had been the lavender lady, so to speak. That was my identity. I had won Business Person of the Year in 2008. We were a great tourism attraction for our small town. I was really at the top of my game and had no idea that this was coming a year later. So I really experienced what it was like to be at the top of my game to go to the bottom of my game in a very short time. And when I broke my leg, it was very extreme. Ended up having 4 surgeries, ended up really putting on 100 pounds of depression and having to re-identify myself because I was no longer the lavender lady. So there was a lot of healing that needed to happen. And so I'm so grateful for first the industry of network marketing because it enabled me to see a path forward to really regain all that I had lost and more. Because if I had decided to just go get a job, I might have made a little, but I could never regain the amazing lifestyle that I had, where I could be independent and free and work for myself. But believe me, I worked hard for that. And my husband worked hard. So I know what the value of hard work is, and I know what it means to put in the time to get the dime.
Full of raw nutrients, lots of vitamins and minerals.
What I do is I look to ways that are healthy and plant-based, really, to support my well-being and prevention. And so when I was reintroduced to isogenics almost 4 years ago now, I was really in a time in my healing journey that I was stuck. I had tried everything. I had been gluten-free, sugar-free, wheat-free, dairy-free, and everything would work for a little bit until I really understood, though, that if you're not addressing the root causes, which are those nutritional deficiencies, you're going to be on a roller coaster of rebounding. And that's what would happen to me and so many people now that I've worked with. And what I realized is that when you can address those nutritional deficiencies, your body is such a miracle and it does what it needs to do to adjust, to give you the energy that you need, to be a healing machine and a healthy machine. The industry itself is just really a beautiful testimony to personal growth because it's really about the more personal growth I have, the more income growth I have. And I really see the correlation to that. And when people can step out of their comfort zone, try things a little different, constantly be working on that vision board. If you have no vision, you have nothing. And keep it there focused so that you can have that every day as a driving force. So for me, when the why is clear, the how will appear. We can trust that. And so that also kind of ties into the idea of attraction marketing, because when we know our why and we're confident and committed, we're very attractive, and people want that too in their life, so they're drawn to it.
And I love the company very, very much. They've been around 20 years, and I like that it's science-based.
And we're looking to understand how we can embrace our bodies, give our bodies what they need, and really be our best selves. And when we can do that, then we can have the mental clarity to see things and opportunities. And I believe in the opportunity of direct sales, especially for people that want to stay home with their children. Maybe they're retired and they need to add a little extra to their wallet. They don't have enough. Maybe they need some help paying a certain bill, or they want to pay off their student loans. This is a fantastic way, because we are a subscription-based business model, and we get paid for setting up people on subscriptions. And they pay us so generously in product and money, and it's created an incredible lifestyle for me. And I love teaching people that want that too, how to do that.
Ashwagandha, Eleuthera root, rhodiola, astragalus, and shashandra.
So I'm just grateful that I found it and that it brought me here to Maui. We came here to try it out for 90 days and then the pandemic hit. So Maui was calling, and Maui has embraced us. For me, I have to move. I have to walk. So I love Keavakapu Beach every morning. We walk our dog there, Gracie. We've just created such a beautiful lifestyle.
I go everywhere.
I ride my bike, it's right over there.
You can even add a little lemon and lime.
And I've got to meet some great people through BNI, for example, Business Networking International, something I like to do.
Plants that are designed, they're adaptogens, to help your body adapt to stress.
I'm all about networking and making those connections and helping people see the possibilities, because the sky's the limit. Nowhere else in any other industry do I know of where there's no cap. It's unlimited income, unlimited possibilities, and the more people I help, the more I realize this. This is a very healing island, and the people have been very welcoming, and I can do things that support my health. And if we don't put ourselves first, nothing's gonna work. I'm really a fan of self-care. So if we take care of ourselves every single day, doing something that makes us happy and moves our body and puts good into our mouth and our minds, we're gonna be happier, and happier people are healthier people.